Hi, I'm Jack Thomas, President of Central State University. Here at Central State University, we came with a theme that says innovation is in our DNA. We are innovative, we're creative, and we're flexible. Also, we're creating a marketing program where we're rebranding the university. Our goal is to make sure that we tell the Central State University story. It's important that we are in the media and that we are telling our story.
The founding of Central State University goes all the way back to 1887, when Central was actually a state-ran part of Wilberforce. The combined normal and industrial division of Wilberforce was Central State. By 1951, Central had broken off from Wilberforce and was its own campus with its own identity and starting a new culture.
Central State has a very rich history from athletics, doctors, lawyers, teachers, preachers, all across the country.
We were one of the first HBCUs that had NFL coaches. Coach Billy Joe, he played with Joe Namath. We had Kevin Porter, did our basketball team, even Coach Comedy.
You can just see like the black excellence there at Central. When you get there, it's like it's just a wow. Like, you know, this is my culture. This is, you know, where I belong.
We did not plan on going to college together.
Not at all. We actually didn't plan on going to Central at one time. It actually just kind of ended up that way.
It was so crazy that we went to school together because we went to school together our entire lives.
Yeah.
So to be able to be adults and go to school together was completely different. We didn't really see each other that much, but when we did, it was like a little mini reunion, like every single time. Like
my HBCU. I love that.
Right here though, right here.
Okay. Morale and pride. I got that.
Stay repping all day, stay repping.
If I had went to one of my other choices, it wouldn't have been an experience for me. It would have just been, all right, classes and degree and resume. With her there, it was old family and new family. Kind of mixing in together.
Central State really like instilled us as a family. I've had the same friends since my first year at Central. Since that day, we have talked every day. There's not a day that goes past that we don't call each other.
Alumni chapters have a greater influence over the university's enrollment than the university actually does. Alumni chapters to me are like the frontline supervisors. We're right there working in the trenches day to day with the people. We literally are serving as like walking billboards, telling our friends, our relatives about our experiences, telling our stories about our time at the university. And then if you're even an educator, you're constantly telling your students in your classroom about your experience that you had there at Central State.
I introduced them to Central State. I'll even pay for the visits to go down there. And when they get down there, it's such an adjustment as it is for all of us. What I've done is I've sent several players, male and female, down to Central State. And what I do is I kind of give them the basic background of why HBCUs have been invented. And then I also teach them that it's more comfortable to be around your own kind.
You have your whole entire life to be a minority and come to Central State University to be a majority. And I wanted to recruit students that looked like us, that felt like, okay, they don't see people constantly on a daily basis, even in the classroom, that look like them.
Central State University definitely gave me the opportunity to be around other people that looked like me, who were also college educated and had one goal, and that was to continue their education.
Let me know when you're ready. You ready to buckle up? Let's go. Buckle up. This is a story.
I was going wayward. I had a scholarship to the other side of life. My grandmother was on her way back from the doctor's office, and she was taking public transportation, and the guy snatched her necklace off her neck. I found out where the gentleman got off at it. I knew his neighborhood, and I went and got my grandmother's chain back. I thought I was doing an honorable thing, but they were very embarrassed with me. They called me down to Saturday afternoon down to Operation Push 930 East 50th Street in Chicago. And they had this intervention for me, man. 5 people left. I ended up with Dean Turner, Dean Jackson, and Arthur Thomas. I spoke with those 2 first, and then it was Doc's turn to speak with me. And Doc he read me. This man told me to sit up straight and how to sit, and he saw through me. He saw I was about to get there. Anyway, long story short, Central State has changed my life. Central State gave me a 5-year buffer to, not only learn about myself, but it gives you a cocoon from the outside world where you're free to learn about Black, everything Black.
I attended Central State from 93 to 96, where I became pregnant with Tayana. Having Tayana changed things for me. During that time, I had to drop out because I had a child to take care of. As Tayana was growing up, along with her siblings, I brought them onto the yard at Central State University. We participated in homecoming. I participated in the alumni marching band because I was a part of the Invincible Marching Marauders. And I shared that love for Central State with my kids. When Tayana was a senior in high school, we went on different college trips. Tayana was gung-ho for a Christian university. And I said, wait a minute, there's one more school I want you to check out. And that school was Central State University. When I found out Tayana was going to be Miss CSU, I was ecstatic because she had accomplished one of the top things that you can accomplish as a female at Central State. There's no words that I can say to express the joy that I had to know that my child, that was going to be this queen on the campus. She was there to continue something that myself and her father didn't do. She followed our dreams and made it all possible.
We had fanfare, everybody was there. The dress was gorgeous. It was made by alumni, who's also from Dayton, just throwing that out there. And it was just a really big event, and I love to see all my fans and friends and family all in one place, so it was like really great. Queen's Week, it was the events that I hosted for an entire week. Most of the stuff that I host is based off of history, and I turned it to HERSTORY because I feel like females are underrepresented in history. So I did a lot of informationals with the younger women on the campus to educate them on like where we came from. And then also we had Keeping It Reals, where we would just have sessions where I would talk to them about whatever's going on in their lives so that they could relax and decompress and feel like they had somebody on their side.
Whether it was Miss CSU or on the dean's list, I'm not gonna call her a mistake because it was a blessing to see what my mistake grew up to be. And with that, I know that, I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. You don't have to stop because you make a mistake in school, because that mistake can become the leader of the world. I'm so sorry.
Got pregnant in school, and I was right before graduation. I was a junior, had maybe a couple more classes to take. I was not going to graduate, but I was so determined to keep going because these professors pushed me to do so. My struggle was never having a babysitter. And I would cry, and I was also missing a lot of class. The blessing that comes with the people at Central State were its faculty members. Dr. Chinwa called me into her office one day and she said, Nicole, what's going on? You were such a great student, because they always pushed us and motivated us to do our best. And I told her, I said, Dr. Chinwa, I don't have a babysitter. She said, bring that baby to class. Professor Clay ended up allowing me to bring my son to class, an infant baby in a car seat, and my classmates, what we would do, we would take like shifts, you know, pass him around the classroom. If he was crying, he needed a bottle, and they would help me. And even Dr. Chinwa, she would hold Tyler, rock him to sleep. And that allowed me to graduate and persevere because of those faculty and staff members that supported me and allowed me to do what they did. And I'm grateful for that.
Dr. Donald Stewart, my advisor. There was an incident where I was backing his car into the wood shop, and I came in too soon and I miscalculated where I was and backed it into a wooden table and broke his rear light. He didn't get upset, he didn't get angry, he didn't get annoyed with me. He just took a moment. That one moment was so instrumental in me that it taught me that you don't have to always react negatively.
When I first attended Central State, I met one of my professors, Dr. John Jock. He was like a grandfather to me. He helped me with work and everything. Even my major professors, Dr. Cow and Dr. Krishnasamy, they really care about us too and want us to get good careers in programming. And like Dean Stevenson, the deans and their assistants, Mr. Fry in the housing department, you can tell they want to get the kids successful or have them be successful in life. Just make sure they have everything together.
Sometimes you might not be the first, you might not be the earliest, you might have think your time is coming past, but whatever you do, don't give up, still try, still put your best foot out there, and still, at the end of the day, always show up.
Growing up as a child, I was really spoiled and babied a lot by my parents. So when I came to Central State, it made me realize that everything that you want in life, like, you actually have to work for.
See, I just made a 180. I just shifted it from here to there. A lot of cats that are out there, and even these younger guys now these days, I hope they see this and think you can change your life, man. You just have to do it.
The president has invested in our university, and you should too.
There are 4 ways that you can give back to the university. Tell someone in your community about your experiences at the university. You can donate directly to the university. You can join an alumni chapter. And you can just mentor someone like I did. Also, we have the Alumni Challenge.
The local chapters are competing to see who can gain the most members by October 2021.
Give Your Year campaign. It's a 5-year campaign that was started by the National Alumni Association along with the school so that younger alumni can give smaller portions for a longer period of time. For example, I'm the class of 1992. I should give $19.92 each month for the next 60 months. The other option is to give a one-time payment for the full amount or give a yearly payment.
Those who are eligible for the program are CSU employees,
your spouse,
domestic partners,
your children,
even step-grandchildren and stepchildren,
your siblings,
financial dependents, and parents, even in-laws of those same categories. Even those who attended Central State but didn't finish their degrees, they're eligible for the program.
In order to qualify for this program, you must be first active with the National Alumni Association.
The program covers tuition. However, the student is still responsible for application fees, matriculation fees, and all other general fees of the university.
My kids are in Phoenix, Arizona, and they never had to come to the campus one time to either be enrolled or to take these courses. It's all online. I joined an alumni Zoom call where I found out more detailed information about the program. Right after that, I received information to join the Atlanta chapter, paid my membership dues, I filled out their FAFSA information online, contacted the university, and started communication with the administrative office. Within 2 weeks, I had my kids enrolled in school.
When I came to Central State University, I proposed and gave $50,000 of my salary to Central State University for scholarships for students. It is important that individuals know that I'm invested in Central State University, and I want to make sure that we have the necessary funding for our students.